Hey yo, February 18th, the day of the complete picture. The magnetic individuals born on February 18th. Give me 1 second. Alright, let me run that. The magnetic individuals born on February 18th enliven their surroundings with their ideas and energy. Not ones to get bogged down in details. They stand back in order to see the whole picture. The big view. Rarely will they make important decisions until they have heard every single side of the story. Their life is not a haphazard series of events, nor are they overly fatalistic about accepting what comes along. Behind everything they do is an underlying philosophy of life, a basic set of principles for living which they do not betray. Because they are so convinced of these core values, it may be difficult or impossible for them to change greatly. However, because of their sincere desire to know the truth, they are usually open to listening to various points of view, if only to learn from them. Because of their far-fetching views and well-directed ambitions, February 18 people may overlook certain trivial or meaningless details which in fact have great importance, if not to themselves, then to others. Indeed, some born on this day can get a little out of touch with the facts of everyday existence. They may grow impatient with housework, maintenance of property, or the handling of their financial affairs, through taking what others may feel is an aloof or superior attitude. Let me read that again. Through taking what others may feel is an aloof or superior attitude, they can arouse jealousy or enmity. Although it is true that February 18 people are often self-assured, highly autonomous individuals who need a great deal of time to themselves, they rarely cut themselves off from their fellow human beings or resist calls for help. They are empathic and sympathetic, but only up to a point. However, for they are not willing to sacrifice their time or their ideals to unnecessary demands or claiming attitudes. Most February 18 people have problems with emotional hypersensitivity in childhood, and in extreme cases may be pushed in one of two directions, either withdrawing from the cares and suffering of the world and perfecting their personal vision of how a utopia should be, or building a tough steel-like exterior and taking on the world. In either case, they nonetheless move in the direction of maximizing both the scope and influence of their ideas. If February 18 people can remain fixed on long-term goals, but at the same time attend to the daily business of the physical world, they will be successful. If they get sidetracked, however, because of an inability to control their emotions and sensitivities, they will probably flounder and be unhappy. Having the willpower and toughness to see plans through, while at the same time preserving their sensitivity, is the key to self-realization for them. That's part 1. Subscribe so you can hear part 2 and 3. In those videos, I'll go over strengths, weaknesses, meditation advice, health, tarot, numbers and planets, and also prominent people who were born on February 18th, the day of the complete picture.